Hello, and welcome to the Brutal Iron Gym podcast, where our goal is to cut through the BS and deliver the brutal truth about topics related to health and happiness. Today's podcast number 2096, the topic is mindset, and the title is, What Do You Do When What You Want to Do Can't Be Done? Meredith and I are in Chicago this week for her executive MBA program. She's attending Kellogg School of Management through Northwestern University, and they have a Miami campus that we typically go to, but they have a once-a-year event in Chicago called Global Week, and that's what we are in Chicago for. We are also 12 weeks away from her upcoming figure competition. So this is a little bit of a challenge in the sense that this Global Week is a really long week of classes. So classes for the program start at 8:30 in the morning, and that's kind of like it starts at 8:30, so you got to be there like 8:15, 8:10. So that way you know you're on time. And then she has events and group assignments all the way till 6:30 at night. But at 6:30 is dinner, and being social is a huge part of the executive MBA program. You're essentially using that time to network, to make business connections that can help you for life, and obviously give you a chance to help other people, so there's a give and a take in it. But that is also part of getting to learn the real world application of the class principles and lessons. So you go to class, you learn a lot, and then you talk to your fellow classmates and you see how they're applying that stuff. You network and you get more experience, you get more insight into this business world that then gives you connections that you can use when you're in a pinch in the future, or if you need anything. Really, it's just networking and how we use family and friends in regular life. You're just expanding that and trying to have this extra network of support. So she's busy 8:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night, but then it definitely has another hour or two of networking to do after that. So essentially it's 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. that she is accountable and has something to do all day. This is very challenging when you're 12 weeks away from a figure competition, because you need to get in your training and you need to eat correctly, so that way you can still continue your progress to dieting and getting in shape and making it the day of the show. So food-wise, they do have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks available for the students. However, the specific foods that are available are unknown. One meal Meredith had was, her options were pork chops, cod, or pasta. Meredith has severe celiac disease. So if she eats like a breadcrumb, she gets stabbing pains in her intestinal tract and has to go to the hospital. So it's not good. So out of those three meals, pork chops, cod, and pasta, only the pork chops was gluten-free, and she hates pork chops, and they actually make her sick as well. So it was a pretty crappy dinner. She didn't really get enough at all. She ate a side salad. I think she had 2 or 3 side salads. And then later that night in the snack section, they had Chobani Greek yogurt cups. So she ate 4 of those to get enough calories and get enough protein. So although that is good, she probably didn't want 4 tubs of that. But she did it. She got it in. Another meal that she had was super low in protein because the proteins weren't gluten-free, and she had to do another event like that, like eating 4 Greek yogurt cups. So a little bit rough. But we got it in. As for training, the gym on campus closes at 6. What? There's a gym in the hotel, but we wouldn't be getting back to the hotel. We don't get back till around 9. So her options were to work out at the hotel at 9 p.m. after a long day of class. So 8:30 to 8:30 of socialization and education. That's going to be pretty rough. Or get up at 5:30 in the morning, get to campus by 6:30, work out until 7:30, take a shower and be in class and be ready to go by 8:30. So we decided to do the early mornings. That way she would have better quality of workouts because she's more fresh, she has more energy, and the campus gym has a much better equipment selection. So it was just going to be a better overall quality of the workouts. And then we could have trained at 9 at night at the hotel, but it's going to be hard to do when you're brain dead. Your interest in pushing your body to an uncomfortable position at 9 o'clock at night when you're already uncomfortable is pretty low. So it wouldn't have been the best quality workouts. And then she would have had to work out for about 40 minutes, then go up to the hotel room, shower, set out her clothes for the next day. It's going to be pretty wicked. She wouldn't be in bed till maybe midnight. And then workouts are excitatory to her body, her nervous system. So she's not super sleepy after workouts. She's actually like more amped up in like a nervous energy. So it would have been pretty wicked on her sleep schedule, her sleep quality. So we decided it was better to wake up early, get in what you need before the world gets in the way. That kind of approach. So we were walking out of the gym this morning after her workout. And what was interesting was we were talking about how the week was going. And a statement was made that, hey, what do you know? Like, we're lucky things worked out. What was important, though, is to note is that it only worked out because Meredith put in the work. And this is why I wanted to make today's podcast. She doesn't know I'm making this about her, but it's a good thing, so I don't think she'll mind. Is she knows what her goals are, she knows what she wants to achieve in life, and she's willing to put in the work. That is awesome. Like, things only worked out because she worked. That's such a good life lesson. She said no to the foods that weren't best. There are crappy, sugary, cruddy, miserable foods available for snack that are not going to help her be healthy, let alone get ready for a competition. But she said no to all those foods. And she found a way to make work out of what she had available. If she had to eat 4 tubs of Greek yogurt, then she did. That's badass. Like, I'm proud of her. Like, that's freaking awesome, She was disciplined enough to go to bed early. She could have been out socializing, gone down to downtown Chicago. People, we don't drink, but she could drink and go out and do all that stuff. But she was disciplined to go to bed early. We've been in bed at 10 p.m. We are like old people. So we've been going to bed at 10 p.m. so we could get up early and get the workouts in. Things have only worked out this week because Meredith put in the work. Often people do the opposite. They say what they want to happen. But the world doesn't give them the method, the process, the options that they wanted. So they shut down. Well, dinner sucked. There wasn't any protein. I'll be off on my targets anyhow. What do they have for dessert? The gym closed at 6 p.m. Classes were till 6:30. I guess I just didn't get any workouts in. We too often accept the limitations presented to us and just miss on our goals, miss on our daily actions, the things we should do to get the things that we say we want. Our best life is when we don't accept the limitations and we instead ask, what other options are there? What options can I make? That's what we need to ask. Things work out when we put in the work to find a way to make them work. That's the only way they work. They only work because we work hard enough to find a way that made it work. Success doesn't happen void of obstacles and changed plans. Success happens because you find a way to work around those obstacles and changed plans. Anybody who's ever been successful hasn't had an easy road. Their life isn't just all, sunshine and rainbows. That's bullshit. I've been around very successful people. I've trained professional athletes, Olympic athletes, people who have reached the top of their sports, whether it's, a barbell sport or an athletic sport. And absolutely, without any doubt, none of them have had an easy road. None. I would absolutely say, and I would be okay saying this, that they've ran into more obstacles than the average person. Because they've been going at it longer and they try to achieve more, they've ran into more shit than anyone else. But people often look at them and say, well, you're successful, everything must have been so easy for you. Bullshit. They have a hard life. They have a challenging life. They just make better choices. When what you want to do can't be done, how do you react? This is the difference between success and not success. This is the difference between success and staying the same, always wishing and wanting for success. This is the difference between success and being bitter because you never got what you wanted. When what you want to do can't be done, how do you react? It's a very important question. Do you shut down? Or do you find a way? Do you work for a way to progress, a way to move forward, a way to make it work? When what you want to do can't be done, how do you react? I want you to pay attention to that this week. With this fresh in your mind, when you run into an obstacle, when you had goals for the day, priorities for the day, decisions and things that you wanted to do that were best for you, and you run into an obstacle, when what you wanted to do isn't available, I want you to pay attention to how you react. Do you say, damn, okay, let me find another way? Or do you just say, damn, and then you just don't do it? Right? How do you react? That is what will make you successful, or it'll make you bitter, miserable, and exactly the same. Okay? I hope you find a way. I hope you push to find options, to just find any damn thing you can do. Anything, something is better than nothing. Find a way. If you have any questions, if you run into a situation and you're like, man, there's no way around this, let me know. Test me. Try me. Okay? I've done this for a long time. I would be happy to tell you that it's actually like, hey, crap, man, you found the one thing. Like, there's no way around this. Or, yeah, there's ways around this. This is what people have done in the past. So, if you don't know what your options are, you can't figure them out, email me at brutalirongym@gmail.com. You can message us from the website, www.brutalirongym.com. There's a contact us page. So if you're really wanting to find a way and you can't figure it out, you're not alone. Let me know, and I promise I'll help. I answer everybody's emails in 2 weeks, so I will get you an answer back as fast as I can. You can even write urgent in the email heading, and I'll try to get to it faster. But I hope you know you're never alone. I hope you know that there's always support. If you need anything, let me know. If you like the podcast, please share the podcast. The more people we share it with, the more people can help. If you like the podcast, please consider donating to support the podcast, which you can do on our website. And if you like the information we share in the podcast, you can find more from us on our social media channels. You can find us and follow us on Instagram and YouTube under the name Brutal Iron Gym. As always, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening.